ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Om. We shall continue our discussion on suktas pursued by sage Paruchepa. This sukta is on Vayu, Chandases, Adyashti and Ashti. 134.1 Atva Yuvo, O Vayu, may the swift winds that keep away all diseases bring you the soul of air here, as in the past, for drinking Soma essence first. May our uprising, discriminating and sincere phrases be always attached to your mind. O Vayu, please come with your horse-drawn chariot to the dwelling of the performer of sacrifice, for accepting oblations and for distributing the fruits of his actions. May Vayu come to listen to this sukta, which is in his praise as per his usual practice. All praises to Vayu reach him only. 134.2 Mandandutva Mandino, O Vayu, we are engaged in doing noble deeds readily and willingly, having the light of knowledge and getting illuminated as though by the light of the sun. We acquire great strength on the earth. May our sacrificial offerings gladden you, who is desiring happiness. Also, may these offerings protect all and cause them to do noble deeds and acquire true knowledge. You give good advice to all. We move together unitedly for offering oblations. Minds of the praisers are illumined by the light of knowledge about Ruta, which is similar to sun's light, illumining physical objects. 134.3 Vayur Yungte Rohita, O learned person, Vayu is sometimes pink and sometimes red. He yokes his power to a fast-moving vehicle for transporting materials. As a lover awakens his sleeping wife, you awaken a man performing sacrifice and make him aware of this fact. May you teach him about earth and the space. Let knowledge dawn on him. Let knowledge dawn on him for the sake of food and strength. Vehicle could be cloud carrying water vapor. Vayu drives the cloud and is really colorless. Impurities in air, when illumined by diverse colored sun's rays, appear to give color to air. 134.4 Tubhyam Ushasa Shujaya. 134.4 O Vayu, the pure dawns among the sun's rays coming from afar and among the ever-new sun's rays appear to weave an auspicious garment for you. Like the words of praise bring for you all kinds of wealth, in the same way the manifested wind, as though flowing in the atmosphere, causes the sweet waters to flow in the rivers. First part of the work is a good poetic description of the atmosphere at the onset of dawn. Second part of the Rig is self-explanatory. Point 134.5 Tubhyam Shukrasa. O Vayu, may they who are brilliant, pure, defenders of righteousness and mighty, attain you on this joyous occasion. They desire to produce water from the cloud. They praise the praiseworthy you, who goes about everywhere destroying enemies, internal as well as external, and free everyone from the fear of thieves. Please protect us from this all-pervading material world by dharma or righteousness. May you protect us from the fear of evildoers with your upholding powers. Brilliant sacrificers desire to produce Vedic hymns or knowledge from the ignorance covering their minds. Thieves, robbers, etc. are one's own internal enemies. Within his mind, evil thoughts that act as internal enemies. Last verse in this sukta, 134.6. Tam o Vayave. O Vayu, being the best among the wise, you deserve to drink Soma essence. So, as you are entitled to enjoy the Soma essence first. You protect all people who are of pure intellect and have abandoned all evil acts, as well as all the cows that yield milk and that yield ghee, which protect the bodies of all people. This rig needs no additional explanation. We go to the next rig, 135. Rishi is same. Devada is Vayu and Indra Vayu. Chandasas Atyashti Ashti. Tirnam Barhirupano Yahi. 135.1. O Vayu, it is for the shining you only, enlightened and truthful men have given the foremost place for drinking Soma essence. It is for your pleasure and intellectual growth that Soma essence have been extracted. These sweet essences are ready, are bestowers happiness, and are particularly prepared for you. Therefore, may you come with your thousands of powers and hundreds of followers to our spacious sacrificial place for the person who possesses many horses, for a person who possesses much power. Soma essence could be gross essence of Soma creeper, or subtle, this hymn, or spiritual, flowing essence of Atma. Hence, the rig can be interpreted in principle in three different ways. Perhaps this comment is applicable to all rigs in this sukta. Tubhyam Soma Paribodo, 135.2. O Vayu, this Soma essence, produced by the clouds and clothed beautifully, flows. This white-robed one attains this abode, namely the cloud. Your Soma is there in these ordinary men also, and also in shining beings. That you are being invoked by all. Like the wind harnessing your horses, come to us. And be well disposed to us, and loving us, please come to us. Spiritual Soma is extracted from ignorance cloud. The robe is the envelope of the drop of Soma, which acquires the unreal flowing property of water to move from one living body to another. Witnessing self is present in the bodies of ordinary men as well as enlightened souls. Vayu moves with Soma and Indra from one body to another. White robe may imply spiritual light. Ano Niyudbhe 135.3. O Vayu, carried by speedy horses, along with hundreds of armies and thousands of warriors, may you come to our knowledge sacrifice for the fulfillment of our noble desires. For hearing these praiseful hymns, please come. Sacrificers, acquire a venerable portion of your shining virtues, which shine like the rays of the sun. Men desiring to lead noble lives refrain from evil acts and are unattached to worldly pleasures. O Vayu, they lead pure lives unattached to worldly pleasures. Shining virtue of Vayu is pranas. It could also be spiritual rays of Atma. No further clarification may be needed on this rig. 135.4. Avam Ratho, O Vayu, with your chariot which is quick moving like air, you and Indra may come to us for the attainment of victory and joy, and for partaking of the sweet food and other articles prepared by us for you too. Please drink this sweet essence first, since you have the first choice to drink it. May you come with mind-gladdening wealth. May Indra also come with much wealth. Flowing essence of Atma, Soma, is first shared by Jivatma and Pranas. This is being implied by the Rig. Avam Dhiyo 135.5. O Indravayu, sacrificers who follow your intelligence and wisdom, purify their offerings like grooms rub down a fleet of fast-moving horses. They purify this drop of Soma essence for the sacrifices. Please drink the juice of nourishing herbs prepared with the help of grinding stones and for your delight. Since you are givers of knowledge, please come here for your protection. Superficial meaning of the rig should be understandable as it is. 135.6. Imevam Soma. O Indravayu, these drops of Soma essences mixed in the water particles are prepared by the performers of non-violent sacrifices for you too. These juices are for you too. These extensive Soma essences desired by you are created for your help to give you abiding joy. They are purified like the Soma essence passing through a woolly filter constantly. Spiritual drops carry spiritual rays of Atma mixed with the unreal flowing property of water. This is being alluded to here. Woolly filter is cloud-like ignorance. 135.7. Ativayo sasato yahi. O Vayu, may you go to these persons who are rising from the deep sleep of ignorance and have acquired eternal wisdom. Where an enlightened preacher delivers sermons, you and Indra, please go there to that house. Where pleasant and truthful words are spoken and brilliant knowledge is diffused, may you quickly go to that non-violent sacrifice. May Indra also go to that non-violent sacrifice. 135.8. Atraha Tat Vahethe. O Indravayu, sacrificers or preachers of knowledge serve you too. With sweet offerings, they serve you. Let these preachers take shelter in you too, like birds have their nests in a peepal tree. Then the cows give birth to good progeny, and all dealing together, individually and collectively, they grow well. The cows do not grow weak and sickly. Your noble speech will not fail to create good effect, or it will not go in vain. Spiritual soma or subtle soma is implied in this ruk. Spiritual soma, with the assistance from Indra and Vayu, make all living beings grow strong and virile. Last ruk in the sutra. Imeyete suvayo. O Vayu, you make those warriors or sacrificers rule over others by the strength of their arms. Those who are young and vigorous, you make them more virile and givers of strength. Those brave persons who shine like the Milky Way in the sky, they never lose their speed. They cannot be overcome, are undaunted by abuse, are difficult to be arrested like the rays of the sun, and are difficult to be stopped by force. Suktam 136 is the next one. Same Rishi, Mitra Varunau Lingokta Devata Chandasas Atyashti Trushtu Prasu Jeshtham 136.1. O sacrificers, prepare superior and delicious sacrificial oblations to Mitra and Varuna. They are joy conferring, are very old and experienced. You pray excellent reverence to them. You pay excellent reverence to them, along with the best one who confer happiness. You also take good intelligence from Mitra, Varuna. Being honored by the gift of ghee in every sacrifice, they shine well on account of their virtues. Therefore, their kingdom can in no way be opposed. Can anyone oppose their divinity? This universe is supposed to be their kingdom, Mitra and Varuna. Mitra rules over it during the day and Varuna in the night. This is the belief or understanding among the wise sages. 136.2. Adarshi Gatururave. By a person of great observation power, the earth is seen beautifully illumined by the rays of the sun. Likewise, internal eyes of men are opened by rays of knowledge to the path of Ruta, of that shining being, namely the Self. The seat of Mitra, Varuna and Adyama is very high in the world of light above the physical space. The persons desiring welfare of all are always engaged in performing praiseworthy and mighty, admirable deeds, like the birds fly freely in the atmosphere. The path of Ruta is visualized by the wise sages through their internal or mind's eyes. How they came into being is talked about in Ruk 10.90.16. Above the space is with respect to level of abstraction. Mitra and Varuna and others are superimpositions on the birthless Brahman. 136.3 Jyotishmadim Aditim. Sons of Aditi, Mitra, Varuna, upholding the shining, happiness bestowing space, uphold earth by their own brilliance. Aryama, dispenser of justice to all men, and Mitra and Varuna, who inspire mankind to act, are protectors of munificence and are vigilant every day. They rule over their kingdom, which is full of light of justice. Shining and happiness bestowing space implies Atma. 136.4 Ayam Mitraya Varunaya. May this Soma essence be a source of joy to Mitra and Varuna in their protective actions. May the most enlightened person among enlightened men, who is a giver of happiness, be endowed with all prosperity. May all enlightened persons, observing the same code of conduct equally, serve and please him. May the Lords Mitra, Varuna do as we desire. May they who abide by Rita do as we request. Here Soma essence implies flowing essence of Atma or this hymn. 136.5 Yo Mitraya Varunaya. Whoever serves Mitra and Varuna, these two protect him who is free from malice from all sides. They protect him who is giver of knowledge. Aryama, dispenser of justice, preserves an upright and straightforward man who observes the commands of Mitra and Varuna. Who also praise them with auspicious hymns. That man is an observer of religious vows and practices. 136.6 Namo Dive Brihade. I pay humble tribute to Mitra and Varuna, bestower of happiness. Rudra, who is most gracious and liberal. I praise Indra, Agni, and the bright Aryama and Bhaga, dispenser of wealth. May we enjoy long life, blessed with good progeny, and be happy with the protection of Soma, giver of peace and happiness like the moon. 136.7, the last book in the Sukta. Udi Devanam, along with Maruts, Agni, Mitra, Varuna, and others, give us happiness. Endowed with knowledge and good reputation of our own, we desire for the protection of enlightened souls. Becoming prosperous, may we aspire for happiness and delight with that protection. We go to the next Sukta, Suktam 137. Same Rishi, Devata Mitra Varuna, and Chandas is Adishakwari. 137.1 Sushuma Yatam. Oh, Mitra Varuna, you too please come to our sacrifice where the offerings are mixed with water or words of wisdom supplied by the clouds. These essences are mixed with milk and touched by the rays of the sun or the self. They are givers of great delight. O Mitra Varuna, you are the lords of the universe and so you are our protectors. Please come to us and accept this Soma offerings prepared for you too. These are pure and vetted by words of wisdom. Here Soma essence could be subtle, this Haim or spiritual flowing essence of Atma, in which case cloud stands for ignorance. Spiritual ray acquiring flowing property of water is not real, or ray of Atma is real. Flowing property is unreal. In mathematics, it is expressed as x plus iy. Ima a yadam indava 137.2. O Mitra Varuna, you too please come. These sweet drops of Soma are mixed with curds. These offerings are extracted and then mixed with curds. They are prepared for you too at the onset of dawn, appearing along with rays of the sun. This delicious Soma essence is being prepared for Mitra and Varuna for drinking and for maintaining Vrita. Onset of dawn could be spiritual dawn, in which case the sun implies the self. Spiritual Soma essence helps to sustain the birth and death of objects. 137.3. Tam vam dhenum. O Mitra Varuna, the sacrificers milk for you too the juices of that fleshy, creeper Soma, which is like a milk cow. They extract the Soma essence with pounding stones. Please come to us, our protector, as our protector, for partaking this Soma essence. This essence prepared by leaders of men is being offered to you too for drinking. Soma essence in this work stands for Atmiya Soma. This is the end of Suktam 137. Now we go to 138 Suktam. Same Rishi, Devata is Pusha, Chandas is Atyashti. Prapushan 138.1. Greatness and strength of Pusha, who is by nature powerful, is well known throughout the universe. None can take away his fame. None can decry his knowledge or wisdom. That learned Pusha unites the vigorous minds of all men. He unites all sacrificers, desiring happiness. I adore him because of his protection. He is a giver of happiness always. Purusha is often thought of as the creator or the self. That one unites all minds and all sacrificers. He is giver of happiness to all. 138.2. Prahitva Bhushan. O Bhushan, I make you happy with these auspicious hymns, like a charioteer pleases his fast-moving horses in his travels. Being indebted to you, I invoke you in my fight for existence. May you take us across this battle like a camel takes its load across a desert. You are bestower of happiness and shining with knowledge. I invoke you, seeking your friendship. Please do make us glorious and renowned in all battles. Seer of the Sukta is requesting Pusha to extricate him from the unreality of existence. 138.3. Yasya te Pushan. O Pushan, in your friendship, admirable fame-seeking persons, we enjoy much wealth because of your protection and through noble deeds and through our intellect. Based on this, we invoke you for ever new abundant wealth. O much praised Pushan, please favor us and stand by us in all our righteous dealings with our fellow men and in all our battles for acquiring knowledge. Seer's prayer to Pusha continues in this look also. Earning friendship of the self, he becomes one with the self, the most abundant wealth. Last trick in this sutra. Asya Ushuna Upa. O possessor of many goods and horses, Pushan, never neglected by us, may you become the bestower of those wealth mentioned earlier on by us. O Pushan, unborn, strong and swift like horse, you please favor us with intelligence and knowledge without overlooking us. O destroyer of miseries, we propitiate you with auspicious hymns. O shining one, I shall never think ill of you and can kill your friendship. Bodies of all living creatures are pervaded in by Pusha or Atma, which is also Aja. One more sukta, and so 139 is left. We shall discuss that in the next session. For the present, we will stop here. Viramastaval.